Hey, what's up, guys? Matthew here, the designer and developer. Welcome to my Corel Draw series. If you are new here, please check my YouTube channel for more tips and tricks on graphic design and Corel Draw. In this video, we are going to create this. Let's say a client asks you to maybe duplicate this. Maybe they want to celebrate their 100 subscribers or client or whatever. So this is not the picture that I have designed. I just took this picture from the internet. So the first thing that we are going to do, we are just going to crop it. And that's it. Okay. And then what we are going to do first, we are going to look for a font that looks exactly like this one. More or less, it's a bit long. As you can see, this one doesn't really look like this font. Okay. So let's just quickly see a font that is more like similar, not even exact, but a font that will be similar to that one. Let's just keep on checking. Not that one, not this one. Okay, let's just stick with this one for now. Okay, and then what we are going to do, as you can see, the the distance between the numbers, it's not like this one. Okay, how can we change that? When you click on any text, you can just come here, and then from then you can adjust the space between your text, okay, your characters. Let's just zoom in, and then zoom in. Okay, let's just keep it here for now. Remember, we still have to make some sort of make these bigger. Okay, and then based on what I see, okay, these can represent these black lines. Okay, but the problem is this is a bit what can I say, it's a bit bolder. Remember, this is a font. Okay, it's not something that we can edit. It's a bit bolder. It's not like what can I say, thin as these lines. Okay, first of all, the other thing that we are going to do, let's just click Control K. Okay, what we are doing when we're clicking Control K, we are some sort of breaking these letters into some sort of separate alphabet. Okay, let's just put Control K. As you can see, this is a standalone. Okay, let's just delete one of these because it's more like the same. So what we are going to do, we are going to manipulate this in such a way that it looks like this. Okay, as you can see, the more we try, the more it looks ugly. Okay, you know what we can do, we can, I think this is the easiest thing to trace. Okay, my apologies for trying that one. This is the easiest thing to trace. Very, very, very easy. Not that difficult at all. Let me make it red. Okay, as you can see, this is just a normal rectangle. Okay, a normal rectangle. What we will do, we will just click here and drag these like this. As you can see, we can manipulate these as we wish. Okay, and also what I like about this approach, the shape is close to what we are looking for. Okay, then we are done with our zeros. At least the shape is what we want. Okay, and that will be it for that. And even this one, okay, it okay, sorry about moving up and down. Even this one, it will be easier to for some sort of replicate. Okay, even this one is going to be easier to replicate. Okay, let's move this up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to Control Q to convert this to curve, and then I'm going to right click here and break this apart so that I can delete this and delete this by double clicking on it. And then I'll take this to here, and then from then I will click here, convert this to curve, and then I will move this down a little bit, something like this. Okay, and then zoom in, move this down and shift this like this. Okay, I'm happy with this one. And then what we're going to do, we are going to shift this. Okay, somewhat like it. And then what we are going to do, we are going to, let's just make sure, let's use the rulers. Obviously, if you are new here, this is a continuing series. I've got some videos on how to use rulers as guidelines. Okay, as you can see now, we are making use of them. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, let's just change these a little bit, the thickness. Okay, now as you can see, we are in control of everything rather than here. Okay, so here we are in control of everything. Okay, what we can do, let's just imitate this thickness. Okay, as you can see here in this design, the thickness, I don't think it's the same. Okay, as you can see, there's some sort of, what can I say? This is not as smooth as this side, is not as smooth as this one. This one is very smooth, but this one, there are some things that I don't know what's going on. Okay, so let's just take this bigger thickness here. Okay, the size of this is, let's say, 4.99 something. And then what we are going to do, okay, what we are going to do, what we are going to do, let's put, okay, so this point and this size, they don't go hand in hand. As you can see, it cannot match. We cannot take this number and put it there, okay, because the units are not the same, and also the technique is not the same. So what we can do, we can just come here, increase this to 12. Okay, let's go for 16. Okay, I think I'm happy with 16. Okay, 16. Nope, not here. Okay, let me go for 15 here. Okay, I like this. And then let me go for 15 also here. Sorry about this. Let me zoom into the middle. Go for 15 even here. So what we have done so far, we have created this black part. Okay. I'm happy with that. That's the black part. Remember, at the same time, this is the black lines. Okay, now there is some sort of these inner lines here. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to click here and we are going to make use of a contour. Okay, that means once you click this one, okay, we need to know what is the width of this. Okay, the width of this. Okay, copy this width. This is the width. Okay, and then we're going to use a a contour. Click here. You just click, left click and drag down, as you can see. Okay, but how much can we drag down? We can just copy the width that we got there. As you can see, from here to here, this is exactly this width. Okay, now we are happy. We've got this black line, which is, it's red in our case, and we've got this middle section, and we've got this one. Okay, so as you can see, this contour and the contour, which is the inner one, and the red one, they are some sort of combined. In order to group them, let's press Ctrl K, so these can be separate objects. Okay, we don't need a border here. We can come here and right click, so that we don't have a border, and just put a black line there, a black shape. Okay, or a fill. As you can see, this black is this one. I'm happy with that. This gap, the gap between this part and this one, it's this one, and this is the black one. Okay, so let's make the black part black, so that the gold part, we can uh, do that one next. So what we want to do, we want to make use of this smart fill. Okay, okay, for now we can just leave the color as it is, or let's just imitate maybe this, so that it can look alike, but we are still going to edit this. So we can, this is more like a paint, you know. If we can pour a paint around here, it will fill only the white part in between. Let's do that. As you can see, then let's make sure that it doesn't have the, what can I say, okay, obviously it doesn't have, I'm sure about that. So what is the problem that we are facing here? Because as you can see now, this part, it's not as bold as this one. Okay, I know what's the problem. Let's remove this. Okay, and then what is happening here, this is a line. As you can see, this is a line. You can adjust it here. But now when we put the, what can I say, when we put the paint here, as you can see, it goes as far as the actual line. So this is the thickness of the line, but the line, as you can see here, it's in the middle. So we need to convert this to an outline so that this could be the edge, not the center. Okay, that's not a problem. So what we are going to do, we are going to keep this as it is, duplicate. Okay, so that in case we want to come back here, we can come back. So we are going to change this from being a line like this one to an outline. What can we do there? We can click here, convert to curves. Okay, it's a curve, but still it has got a line in the middle. Sorry about that. And then we can Control Shift Q. Now, as you can see, it has got its own borders. Okay, as you can see, it acts as an outline. Control Shift Q. Okay, I will show you how to do that without the shortcut. Let's just click here, click to object. Where is Control Shift Q here? Convert to outline object. As you can see, you can do the same thing. Okay, now let's take our paint bucket or our smart fill. Now, as you can see, it doesn't overlap. Okay, I'm happy with that. What else? So that means we've got this black part. Okay, let me just make my black super black. I think it's almost super black. Okay, let's just check. Extremely black. Okay, I'm happy with that. Extreme black. And I'm happy with this one. Okay, as you can see, we've got the inner part and we've got the gold part and we've got the black part. Now, what we want this one. Okay, this one, the bigger one. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to check the distance from here to here, black to black. Let's move this one for now. Okay, let me just move this away. Okay, well, we're going to take this one away, and then we're going to make sure that we make a copy of this. Let me just delete this. We make a copy of this, Control CV, and then we drag it while pressing Shift so that it cannot move up and down, so that we can make sure that it maintain its position. So we have just made a copy. Okay, as you can see, this and this. Okay, and then now what we want to do, we want to highlight all of these. Okay, Control G to group them. And then what we are going to do, we are going to use a contour again, but the outside contour. So let's go and check what is this gap. Okay, from here to here, I think it's the same. So this gap and this one is the same. Okay, not a problem. Let's copy. And then we want to create a cut contour of these two objects. So a contour, sorry, I'm used to roll and cut contour, a contour, okay, of these two objects. So we've highlighted them, and then we're going to left click and drag outside. As you can see, how big can we go? We are going to use that copy, this width. Okay, so let's do that. Paste that width here, Control A and Control V. As you can see, okay, we've got that one. And then what we're going to do now, this is some sort of a combined object with everything in one object. In order to separate these, we must just click this and Control K. Now we have separated this to a separate object, and now we can even see that this object has got some white border around. Let's try to remove that. Okay, now it doesn't have a border. Okay, let's zoom out. Okay, As you can see, we are getting there. So also this part, it's gold. Let's just click our imitation of gold and remove the border. As you can see, we have removed the border there. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, now I think we have to deal with this one, okay, because I'm happy with this. Let's see what we are going to do. Let's just take the width of this. Okay, what's the width of this one? This width of this one is almost like, okay, let me copy it like this instead. Oh, okay, for consistency, we don't need to copy this, okay? What we can do, let's go back to this one. Remember, this is still the outline. That's why I'm keeping duplicates, okay? Because this one, it's some sort of an outline. This one, it's a line, okay? So we can reference from this line, take this 15 and make this one also 15. Okay, as you can see, it's also 15. That means to keep our some sort of object consistent, this width must be the same as this one. So let's keep this one like this, okay? So what we want to do, I think the contour around this one, let's make it the same as this one, just for consistency, okay? So what we are going to do, this one, as you can see, it's still a line. We are going to do the same thing. Go to object, convert it to outline. Now it's outline that can have a border on its own. It's no longer a line. And then we're going to use the contour, okay, to make it a little bit bigger. How big must it be? We are going to take this width, copy this width, and paste it here. Okay, and paste it here. As you can see, this is it. Okay. Something is different, of course. As you can see, this one is different and this one is different. I don't mind about that. Let's do what we did. We press K to separate these. Okay, Control K. Let's see, separated 100%. Let's make it an outline and remove the black color. Okay. So what we want to make this to be more like this. Okay. So what we are going to do, we know the width. Okay, we just have to make a box which has got this width and this height. Okay, happy with that. Then what we are going to do, zoom in, we're just going to move this a little bit like this. Okay, then we're going to take a box, write it here, put it here. Okay, as you can see, we've got this. Okay, then we're going to cut this here. I'm happy with that. And then what we are going to do also, we want to make this straight. Okay, let's take another box, put it here. Okay, and then what we are going to do, zoom in, we are going to take this and move it, make it straight 100%. And then we can use our own discretion here to make it look like a small curvy like thing. Okay, like this. I'm happy with that. Okay, what else? Okay, I'm not happy with this curve though. It's not like smooth, okay, as I want, but that's not much of a problem. Let's just go check. Okay, this part is straight also, this one. Okay, let's come here. Okay, let's first fix this curve. Okay, double click to remove these dots, double click to remove these dots. As you can see, these have shifted a little bit. I don't want that. Let me lock that by double clicking here and deleting this one. And let's delete this one. Okay, didn't shift that much. Let's make our own a little bit of a smooth curve. Okay, okay, not that smooth, but I'm happy with this. Okay, it's better than the first time. Okay, what else do we want? I think that's all. And then what we want to do, we want to change this to be straight also, so we can use this. If we want, we can use what can I say, we can use a ruler. Okay, but since I want this to snap here, let's use this and change this a little bit like this. Guys, I'm happy with this. Okay, let's just give it this color. And then what we want to do, we want to subtract the shapes. Okay, maybe my next video or tutorial must be about that, working with shapes. The shape that is behind, I want to subtract the shape that is on top. Okay, let's see. Okay, as you can see, I've subtracted the shapes. Okay, and then let's take this one, this number, and put it closer to these ones. Okay, let's use our rulers to make sure that the width and height is the same, or we can just yeah, let's use the rulers. Okay, let's use the rulers. Okay, move this up, 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 up. Okay, okay, as you can see, this is longer a little bit. Okay, a quick fix to this might be to take this and shift it like this. Okay, shift it down, let's say. Okay, but when you do that, you are changing the whole proportion of this. The gap that we have measured here, it's no longer the same as this one, so we need to be a little bit some sort of smart about it. So what we are going to do, we're just going to shift this down. Okay, and then from there we take the gap that we have. Remember, this is the gap that we have used. Okay, okay, number one, we double click the outer part, we move it to this line, but at the same time we need to move this one up. Okay, so that it can cover the same gap, so that there could be the same gap here. Okay, now this is the best way to go about this. Okay, and then from then let's move this closer to this one, something like this. Okay, let's make this color black, super black. Okay, guys, I think we are getting there. We are getting there. Okay, so what else do I want to do now? We need to, let me just duplicate it. Okay, now we need to some sort of see how are we going to add the effects. Okay, okay, so what I will start with, okay, let me make a different version. Control D. Okay, we are progressing. We've got a different version. What I'm going to start with, I'm going to start by combining this gold part. Okay, the gold part, so that it can be some sort of one thing. Okay, how am I going to do that? Let me click the black one, and okay, this one is combined. Let me ungroup everything. Okay, ungroup all. So now I'm just selecting all the black parts. Okay, I'm also pressing a shift, so I've pressed shift as I'm clicking these black parts here. Okay, now let me group them, Control G. Let me cut them, Control X. As you can see, we only now have got this gold part. Okay, what we are going to do, we are going to highlight this part to make sure that these are aligning. We are going to align bottom, so let's just click B. Now we are sure that this bottom aligns. Okay, and then what we are going to do on this shape, we are going to weld. Okay, for now, as you can see, let me put some colors. Okay, what is this? Let me just delete it. I don't know what it is. Okay, it's not here. Okay, as you can see, this is blue. Okay, there is something here. Let me delete it. Let me place. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so as you can see, these are two colors. Okay, so we're going to highlight all of them and weld them. So now it's just only one color, and then we're going to paste that black on top. Okay, we are happy with that. And then now let's use our green. Then now what we are going to also do now, let's introduce the black background so that we can see a progress. Okay, and then we are going to lock this. We are going to lock this. Okay, then let's center this. Okay, and then what we are going to do, we are going to make use of a gradient. Okay, I think it's this is the tool interactive fill. Okay, So what we are going to do, we are going to highlight or select only this gold part, okay? Only the gold part. Use interactive fill. Let's first check the angle at which this is slanting, and then let's just do that. As you can see, we are taking this angle, okay? Okay, as you can see, we've got this gold and we've got this white. Okay, so what we want to do now, we want to sample the colors, okay? Somewhere here, we've got a color, okay? This is the color. Somewhere here, we've got this whitish color, okay? And somewhere here, we've got some sort of a brown color, okay? So what we will do, we will take this one, click here, and sample this brown color here, okay? And then here, we'll take this one and sample this yellow color here, okay? And then take this one, we will sample this white color here, this very like lightish color, almost like white. And then we'll take this, take this and sample this dark color somewhere here, okay? Okay, as you can see, we are getting there, but we are not there like 100%, okay? Not a problem. That means we are missing some colors here, okay? Between this brown here and this white, there is this yellow again, okay? So let's put that yellow there. Might as well copy this one, okay? As you can see, things are starting to take a shape, okay? And then between this white and this one, we've got another yellow there, okay? Double click, sample the yellow. No, not black, but the yellow. Sample this yellow, okay? Sorry about that. I keep on clicking black, sample this yellow, okay? So I think now we've got all the colors of the gradient. Okay, now what we need to do, we just need to adjust them accordingly, okay? Let's see what we can do. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, now sorry about this. Okay, not a problem. And then what we can do now, let's adjust so that it can look more or less like this one, okay? Okay, what I want to do, as you can see, our line here, it's a bit lighter, okay? Like it's light, and also this one, it's a bit lighter. So what we are going to do, let's just make these some sort of shades of brown, okay? We are going to have this brown here. We are going to have another brown here, which that brown is going to be more or less like the same as this one. And then somewhere here in the middle, we are going to have a strong brown or some sort of something like this, okay? Okay, now let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, we are getting there, okay? We are getting there, we are somewhat there. But I'm not happy with this brown on this side, okay? This brown looks reddish or something. I think this brown has got some sort of a problem. Can I sample this brown exactly? This one. Okay, I think it's the exact one. Okay, but let's leave it for now so that we can look at the overall look and feel, not like one small place. Okay, we can always adjust accordingly. Are we happy with the angle? Okay, I'm happy with that angle. Okay, let's see. Okay, this brown, we need to do something in this brown. We need to add more of this brown. So what we want to do, we want to add another color here. Okay, and that color must be something like this brown, and then let's add it a little bit. Okay, and also let's see how it looks like. Okay, I'm happy with this. It's getting there. It's getting there. But as you can see, the sheen here, this white part, okay, in our design, it cuts at the top, at the head of this one, but we don't want that. We want it to be smaller, less like this. So let's quickly do that. Okay, move this a little bit. Move this down a little bit. Something like this. Okay, let's see. It's something like it. Okay, and then as you can see, there is some sort of a yellow here, a noticeable yellow. Okay, so that means we also need, I've clicked by mistake, but that's what I wanted to do. We also need another yellow there. Okay, sample this yellow. Okay, as you can see, we've got now a noticeable yellow in a way. Okay, guys, I'm happy with this. We are getting there. Now, what we are supposed to do, let's make it, what can I say, to add those small outlines. You see, these outlines. Okay, these outlines. Okay, so there is a quote that I heard from a guy called Chris Do. Okay, a guy called Chris Do. I forgot who he was quoting, but he was saying, I'm not sure, it goes along the lines of the best art, okay, is to copy, but don't copy the whole thing. Okay, I'm not sure, but it's a quote around those things. But it just simply means that there's nothing new under the sun. In a way, you will have a template to work from. Okay, from here, guys, to be honest, this is where I take it from my own discretion or my own creativity, because these are little, some sort of effects and whatever, they don't really matter that much. Okay, what I wanted to teach you here is to how to go about doing this. So from here on, we can take it into our own creativity. And also, I don't want to make the video longer unnecessary trying to get everything as it is. Okay, I hope what you are learning is a technique. So what we are going to do now, we are not going to be like specific. Okay, I wanted to copy this as it is, CV. As you can see, it's on top. We remove the color that is in it, and then we just right click so that we can give it a color to this border. Okay, as you can see, we've got a red border there, and then we can increase it a little bit. Okay, I'm happy with that. We want to make it noticeable. Okay, as you can see here, okay, there are these lines. Okay, so we can give this color. Okay, let's just click any of these. Okay, maybe click here. As you can see, now you are starting to see that effect there. Okay, something like that. Okay, where else? I think it's in everywhere. Okay, everywhere there is some sort of these lines. We have these lines here. Let's just take the size, it's 3. Okay, and then what we want to do, this was the outer part, then we want to take the inner part, which is the black part. Okay, the black part, undo, want to copy and paste it, and then we want to make it red so that these can be visible, and we want to delete the fill. Okay, let me show you when the fill has been deleted. As you can see, undo, and then let's make it 3 here to keep the consistency, and then from then let's give it the same color. Okay, as you can see now, it has got those colors. Okay, those some sort of different colors. And then what we can do from here, okay, obviously, as you can see, these colors, like, they are not like, what can I say, they are not like solid colors. They've got some sort of shades of whatever. So what we are going to do, since we don't want to waste time in this part, I'm going to click this one and click this one. Okay, let me move them down. As you can see, this is what we have clicked, and then I'm going to Control G all of them. Okay, In case I might want to come back to them, some sort of an edit, let me just duplicate this and make a copy of it. Okay, let me unlock this, expand it like this. Okay, lock it again. Now I'm going to take this and Control D to duplicate it. Okay, as you can see, because now I'm going to change, okay, of which this change will be permanent. In case I want to come back, I can always come back to this one. Okay, what we are going to do, since we've got these outlines highlighted, all of them, okay, undo. Remember, they are still the lines. We need to convert them into outlines, okay, into outlines. Okay, not a problem. Where are my outlines? Convert to curve first, okay, and then convert it to Control Shift Q. Where is object? Control Shift Q is not here. I don't know why. Let's do it. Control Shift Q. Okay, let me just check if I'm doing the right thing. Let's move this up. Check what's going on here. Is it a line or an outline? Okay, it's still a line, not an outline. Okay, let me what must I do? Object. Here is Control Shift Q. Now it's an outline. I'm happy with it. And then we can click the outside. As we have clicked these lines, we can click the outside shape, and then we can Control C and E. Why they are not aligning together? Let me make sure I did the right thing. This is this one, and after that, let me highlight this one, and then press C and press E. Okay, everything is centered the way that I want, but as you can see, the gold part has shifted, of which I don't want that. Let's just do things manually here. We're not going to die. Take this one here. As you can see, it snaps. Okay. Obviously, I did manually, but there is a better way to do that. But now what is important is that these are outlines. So what we are going to do, we are going to some sort of, let me duplicate this. Duplicate this only for removing the top one so that I can be only left with this one. Okay, what I'm going to do now, this outline that we have here, this one, it needs to copy the colors, the feel from this, so that we cannot repeat this what can I say, this gradient. Okay, this gold gradient. So this must copy this from here. So what we are going to do, let's click on this outline. As you can see, we have clicked it. Let's say copy colors from, edit, copy properties from. It must copy the fill only. Let's let it copy the fill and outline. Okay, yeah, and then it must copy it from this one. Okay, let's see what might be the problem. What might be the problem? What might be the problem? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I see. What I need to do, I need to make sure that this has been converted also to these outlines, not as it is. That's not a problem. What we can do from here, let's click undo. Okay, let's undo this. Now it means that we've got shapes in here. Okay, let me click red. As you can see, these are shapes. Okay, what we want to do, let me click red on the border to see what's going on. As you can see, these are still lines. Okay, so we need to Control Shift Q to convert them not into lines but into some sort of outlines. Let's also check here. Okay, sorry. As you can see on these zeros, as you can see, these are not path. Let's Control Shift Q, and also the other zero here, as you can see, Control Shift Q. Okay, okay, now let's confirm. Put red in everything. As you can see, now everything is red except these zeros. Okay, let's just quickly do that here. Remove the color, Control Shift Q, click this red, remove the color, Control Shift Q. Let's test again, make everything blue. So that means it's supposed to be like a frame. As you can see, everything is like that. So what we are going to do, in order for us to see what's going on here, let's not align it at the moment. Let's just put it outside here. Okay, so this must sample the colors from properties from fill and outline from here. As you can see, now everything is fine. Okay, so what we want to do, let's highlight everything here and group it so that it can be one thing. So that in order for this to be aligned exactly to this one, we can click the grouped one and this one. Okay, and this one. Let's click this one first and this one. And then from then we press C and E, as you can see. Okay, now because of now our colors, they've got some sort of a gradient of some sort. As you can see, now they are different. Here there are some different shades of colors, and even here they've got some different shades of colors. So they are starting to have some sort of what can I say, I'm not sure if it's some sort of a texture or a depth, okay, in it, just like these ones. Okay, it's not like the same color right through, but as you can see, there is some sort of some different lines and variations. For me, I don't like to keep things complicated. I will just leave this as it is. But if you want to make some adjustments, you can come here and ungroup this, ungroup, so that you can select, for instance, here, let me just show you, give you a sort of a guideline. As you can see here, there is some sort of a light thing here, of which with us, we don't have that. As you can see, we don't have it there. So since we've ungrouped this, let's just make sure to see how separated these are. You see, now we only got this one. So it means now that we've only got this one, let's click on here. And then if we want, we can just change only this color. Okay, go back to our yellow. Let me maybe start here. Okay, as you can see, it's too dark. Not a problem. Can't we adjust from here? Let's take maybe this one. Okay. Okay, this one is too bright. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's too bright. Let me just adjust it so that it can be dull a little bit. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, okay, let me click here. Take a one that is closer to this brown a little bit. Okay, I'm happy with this. It's much better. Okay, so as you can see, guys, you can play around with these. Okay, where there is a brown part, you can put a little bit of white. Where there is some sort of a bright color and yellow, you can put a little bit of brown as you wish. Okay, just like here. Okay, here we can give it a little bit of brown, in a way brownish thing. As you can see, more brownish. Come here. Okay, okay, so you can adjust it as you want. For me, I think we have arrived, except let's put this one here. Okay, this is the original one. Now let's do this part. Okay, so what we want from here, first of all, we want this circle. Okay, we want this circle. Okay, I think that's all. Obviously, we are not like copying this exactly as it is. Okay, we are just creating something like it. Okay, so what we are going to do here, we are going to make use of transparency, right? Okay, let me see. Let me see. Is it the same color? Okay. Okay, so when must I do this? When must I do this? Because at the same time, I want you to learn. Let me do this part. Let me make this part the last one. Let's first create this star. Okay, so you can take this star, okay, as you can see, and you can control Q or control Q to make it some sort of a an outline, and then you can edit this star as you wish so that it can look more or less like this. But I'm not going to take that approach. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a little bit lazy. Okay, I'm just going to take some lines here. Okay, this is a line. Let me make it yellow. Let me make it a different color, blue, so that I can see. And then it's too big, make it, nope, true. Okay, make it 3, 2.5. 4.5 for real, for real. 2.5, it's fine. Okay, let's see. Okay, 2.5, it's fine. Let me make 2. Sorry, guys. Make 2. So these are the things that come with design. Okay, these are some of the things that people don't understand about designers. They always make some tweaks, and adjustment. Okay, and other people, they hate that. Let me just remove this. This is what I want. Okay, so that's what we always do. So I'm going to duplicate this, control CV and CV again, and then I'm going to click on it. As you can see, the center, it's here. I'm going to move it like this. Going to move the other one like this. Okay, in fact, I shouldn't have done this. Sorry, guys, because we need to be lazy. Let's convert this to an outline. Control Shift Q. We don't need to repeat ourselves. Let's just click here on this side and click on this side. And then let's come here and click on the middle. And then let's remove this and remove this. Click here. Let's remove this and let's remove this. Okay, sorry, remove this. So that this can be like this. And then we can copy V. Okay, that means I'm pasting Control V, and then I move this, and then I move this. As you can see, we can highlight this, all of it. Let's give it a lighter color. Give it a lighter color. Okay, and then we can take this to here. Okay, then we can center things, Control C, Control E. Okay, let me pause the video a little bit because I might be disturbed. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do, obviously we are almost done, guys. I'm just going to show you some little things, and I would like to believe you can continue from here. So I'm not going to like get into details about it. Obviously, let's just click here. Okay, obviously I'm not going to, let's just see what's going on there. Okay, I think it's the opposite. Let's try to do this. Okay, same thing. Let's try to do this, and let's try to do this. Okay, as you can see, guys, we're creating that effect. Okay, obviously now I'm pressed of rushing for time. I'm not going to make like it 100%, but I hope you guys understand. Okay, and then this one, let's make it some sort of 2 colors, and then we are done, trusting that you can continue from here. Okay, as you can see, it's 2 colors. Let's make it the radial. Okay, spread it a little bit. Obviously that was not what I was doing, because you can see there is a lot of things here, but that's not much of a problem, guys. Yeah, I think this is somewhat like it. I trust that from here you can continue, since we have ran out of time. Okay, guys, that's about it. I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. If you feel like this video has added value into your own overall understanding of graphic design and Corel Draw, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, for me, see you on the next one.